right now, if you search candy on YouTube, you don't get candy. You get something else.
Hi guys, welcome to Candy Corner. I'm Ginger Candy, your host today, and today we have Nova, better known as Daily Candy.
Hey guys, what's up?
So we're going to start doing something a little bit new here. So Candy Corner is basically going to be where I interview people in the community to better show the things that they're creating, showcase like different YouTube channels or Instagram pages or things like that, and share it with you. So it's a better way that the community can all connect to each other.
Yeah.
So do you want to just jump into it?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for inviting me to your show, the first ever Candy Corner. Coming from you, like it's a big honor because I used to watch your videos, your tutorials, and your trading videos, and you really helped get me started. So without you, there wouldn't be me. So
Which is really good, and I always like connecting with people, especially like if I can help you build something, like I don't know, that just makes me so excited. My first question is, how did you get into candy and EDM?
Okay, so I want to say it was March of 2014. I was bored. I had the day off, and I didn't know it, but it was Ultra Music Festival weekend. And I was watching a live stream on YouTube, and Jack U was playing at the worldwide stage. And out of nowhere, there was like this close up of a kid with a Mortal Kombat candy mask. And I was like, what the heck is that? And that kind of
Yeah.
really piqued my interest. I didn't even know what candy was. I had to like Google it. I was like, Mortal Kombat mask with beads, and
Yeah.
that kind of got me started. And also during that stream, I watched Hardwell and Martin Garrix. I watched their sets, and once I saw those sets, I was like, I really need to experience this myself. And I want to say about 5 or 6 months later, I bought my ticket to Ultra Music Festival. And also that summer, I went to Governor's Ball, which is a 3-day music festival. It's not really EDM, it's a mix smash of everything, mostly indie and rock and rap. But I saw Skrillex for the first time and I got converted. Like I had I had an out of body experience. And then the next day was Axel and Engrosso. And I didn't even know who Axel and Engrosso was until I looked them up and I'm like, oh, wait, it's like Swedish House Mafia. And I'm like, okay, I have to see them. And like those 2 days, like just changed the rest of my life.
But and those kinds of experiences are really good, and it's interesting to me because you've got into it doing festivals and things like that. And I've actually never been to a festival. I've always done like local shows and local parties. So it's interesting to see where people come from and that background.
Yeah, definitely.
What kind of events and things that are you looking forward to in the future?
Well, I have Ultra Music Festival coming up, and I'm actually going alone this time. I'm driving from Virginia to Miami by myself. It's gonna be tough, but I gotta do it. It's gonna be my third Ultra Music Festival. I also have my pre-sale ticket for Izu. It's gonna be my fourth Izu back in Labor Day weekend. And I'm probably going to Moonrise since I've moved down to Virginia. Moonrise is going to be like my home festival. It's only like an hour away from where I live. So, and Moonrise is just an awesome crowd. Like DC, Virginia, Maryland Ravers, they're pretty nice.
That seems really cool. I mean, at least you got a variety of things to pick from, and it's
Yeah,
yeah.
you kind of have to. Well, for me, it's just I want to be able to go everywhere. Like if I could, I would go to like EDC Vegas and all the West Coast raves. But you know, it's an expensive hobby. So
I can agree with that for sure.
so I try to
It's
stick
like money. What's
those.
that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't really do anything else other than go to festivals. Like my social life outside of Instagram and YouTube and this is all I do, and it's what I love doing.
But I mean, that's a good hobby to have, something that you love, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so as far as your channel, tell me a little bit about it and the kinds of things that you're trying to do and accomplish with it.
Okay. Well, my channel is about 2 years old now. Uh, my videos consist mostly of time lapse videos of candy creations, which I call speed candy. I do cuffs, perlers. Um, that's mostly it. I'm trying to work in some like 3D perler kind of stuff too. I also do plur
Mhm.
package unboxings, festival vlogs, and after movies. And the after movies, that's probably my favorite thing to do, especially after going to a festival, because I take a lot of footage at festivals. And when I have a crew with me, like at times we can have like 5 or 6 cameras, and then I work with all that footage to make like an awesome after movie. And recently, I started a show called Charlie Chats, and it's a very like topical show about different topics that come to mind to me at least regarding candy, the lifestyle, rave lifestyle, stuff like that. Um, but what I really want to do with the YouTube channel is just make candy relevant on YouTube, because right now if you search candy on YouTube, you don't get candy. You get something else.
You get candy burrs or something.
Yeah, or like My Little Pony or porn sometimes. So it's like,
Yeah, just
yeah,
uh,
really strange stuff. So I always have to like search by new, but sometimes even then it doesn't show up. Like a lot of my videos don't show up sometimes. So
yeah, and you know, a lot of that has to do with how you tag your videos and how you stuff. The one thing that
yeah,
I can tell you that is absolutely key is write very long descriptions. If you've looked at
yeah,
the descriptions I have in my videos now, they're was like essays in the description. But I had a consultation with a what was it? Uh, um, person who works for the partner program for YouTube, and that was one of the
okay,
things that she told me was that's actually how you rank in search engines, is what you write in there.
yeah,
No, I absolutely love your after movie. Like the 2016 after movie that you did was really really good. Is I loved it. Like usually when I go to parties, I take videos and do the kind of similar same stuff.
hmm.
So I know like what you put together is really cool.
Thank you.
As You're welcome. Yeah. As far as the Charlie chat segments, I actually really like those. I think that interesting. And do you see that kind of like evolving into something else in the future?
Um, yes and no. It originally started because I was running out of things to make, only because I like I was running out of supplies, so I was thinking of like how can I make a new show on my channel without having to spend money on
Oh,
supplies. um,
I know the struggle. I
yeah.
struggle.
So that's why I created Charlie Chats. It's mostly just to talk about things on my mind, and like the video about me having that trade that I regretted. I thought about that a lot, and
Mhm.
also sorting perler beads. But I think the biggest thing, if I was ever to evolve it, would be if people were to send me suggestions on what topics to cover, because that's the biggest thing like that drives me. I want to answer people's questions. And like on my Instagram, I do get people that ask me like, how should I do this? What color should I use with this cuff? Things like that, just to like expand on that kind of idea. So if anyone has suggestions for me, please leave like comments either on this video or on some of my Charlie Chats videos. Like, do you have any topics that you think that I should cover, or
I think especially like things relating to the community, like you were talking about the bad trade.
yeah,
I think things like that are really about. If you look at some of like the older vlogs that I've done, I talked about like militant candy kids that are like, you can't sell candy. You know, I've talked
Yeah.
about the way that people treat each other. You know, and I think that, you know, everybody likes to make candy, but not many people talk about some of maybe the drawbacks of the community. Everyone's like, everything's plur, it's great, but sometimes I think it's important to have those conversations. You're
Especially
going in the right direction with it.
especially now, because I feel like candy has become a part of the EDM rave experience, like, so I guess like seamlessly,
Mm-hmm.
that some people, they don't think of the plur side of it, they just think of beads on a string side of it. And I've had people come up to me and like just ask for singles, and I'm like, okay, you know.
Yeah,
It's
what you need to tell them that it's not Mardi Gras. I don't just like give things out.
yeah,
I
yeah.
always make sure to, you know, take the singles with me, and then anything I want to, you know, keep for somebody else, I either put it on something separate or I wear it, and that way, like if I'm holding it for somebody else or for trade, there's a clear distinction between this is what I will give you, and this is what I'm keeping. And you know, those things are important. Like I said, I've had people like rip candy off of my arms before. Like that was so devastating. Like I'm happy that it was something that I was gonna trade, but like it's hard. It's
Because
hard.
I've had, I'll show you, someone at Ultra wanted to trade with me, and she saw this on my keep sleeve, and I didn't know she wanted this, but uh like I was about to trade with her from something from my trade sleeve, and she goes, "Oh no, I want this one," and I said, "Oh, I can't give this away," and then she walked away from me. So
Wow.
I was just like, "Whoa, okay."
Yeah. No, but that rack is really cool. Like
Yeah. Oh, I love this thing. It's like three
really
different.
cool. Layers.
I love
Yeah.
this thing. Yeah, and a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say,
these
I like all I have
singles.
is a box right now. So it's like a little
Oh,
like monster. And I just like put
yeah.
everything in there, and it's terrible for organization.
A lot of these
Yeah.
singles, I can tell you where I got them, and uh, that's what I love about it. And I plan on doing a new show too about singles called Single Stories, and it's just about
That's
singles
lovely.
that I've received, and like the important ones that mean something to me.
I love that idea. That I think is actually really cool. And usually what I do is I take pictures or I'll make a video going over what I got where. So if I ever forget, I have it documented.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's so important, or else it's just like beads, you know? It's like I want to
Yeah.
know the story behind it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So as far as your Instagram account,
Mm-hmm.
the inspiration to start that and start like featuring other people and other people's work.
Okay. So when I first started making candy, like of course I wanted to share my creations with the world. And it wasn't until I started hashtagging my work that I was opened to like a whole new world of awesome creators and creations. And eventually I was posting way too much candy on my personal account that I thought people would be like turned off by it, because candy's not for everybody. Um,
Yeah.
so I decided that I was gonna open up my own account, and in doing so, I thought that like it would be awesome if I could be able to show off what other people make, and that's kind of how Daily Candy was born, pretty much. Daily Candy is about 2.5 years old, I want to say, and we're about to hit 20,000 followers,
Yeah,
which
it's pretty
is nuts.
massive. As Instagram pages go for candy, it's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. But I like sometimes I get way too many requests for features, but at the same time,
Mhm.
like I just love receiving stuff that people made, because I'm just like, you guys are blowing me away right now. And there were times where I would post like 12 times a day. I would post like at the hour. so from like 12 to 12, 9 to 9, stuff like that. Um, but the feedback
Wow.
and like I'm able to spread a lot of like a lot of inspiration to a lot of people, and that's what I like doing.
I definitely love about your Instagram, and like I'm always scrolling through it and figuring out, looking at all the other stuff, which is really cool. Did you ever think about maybe doing collages when you get like a bunch all on one day and put like multiple pictures together
Mm,
on like one post or something?
uh, I've done it a few times, only when it's someone that has sent me pictures of cuffs. Say it's like a cuff where it's like lyrics
Mm-hmm.
all along the cuff. Then I'll do it like a collage. But if it's like uh, multiple people, I kind of don't want to do it. Just
Okay.
I don't know. I want to give
I
everyone their
give
moment.
like everybody their moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, for sure. So, going back to the idea of you wanting to talk about like all the different singles and their stories, like what's the most meaningful piece of candy that you've gotten?
Okay, so like you, I don't receive as much as I give. So,
Yeah.
so in terms of like cuffs and pearl necklaces, I've only gotten like maybe two or three. Aside from
Mhm.
care packages, like that's all I've received. But the one that I feel like means the most to me is the first single I've ever received, and that would be this one. It says "Koala Love," and the reason why it's important to me is because I received this on first rave, my first rave that I went by myself. I went to Webster Hall and I watched 12th Planet, and there were these girls. I had this awesome Trix candy mask on, and there was these girls that came up to me, and like we instantly became friends. And then one of the girls, her name is Cosmic Kitty, and she traded me this single. The bad thing is I didn't trade back because
Oh.
I feel bad about that, but like I didn't really, you know, I didn't really understand it at first. And I had like some really bad singles too, so
I was gonna say, hey, we are all candy noob times, so we all go through it. Like
yeah.
the important thing is maybe hopefully you'll run into that person again and be able to rectify that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We are actually friends on Facebook, and like I think about her a lot from time to time. And actually, when I received this single, I wore it probably for about 6 months straight. Like that's how
Yeah.
important it was for me.
When I was like 17 going to parties, I used to like up to my elbows sleep and shower. Like it was terrible.
Hey, at least they're clean.
This is true.
This one is so filthy. I really need to start cleaning some of my singles because they're just getting very grimy. And I went to Life in Color once, and like some of them are just covered in paint. So
Best way to clean candy, for sure, is to get a bowl of cold water, not hot water, and just soak them. You don't want to put it in hot water because the heat actually breaks down the elastic, so they're more breaking. So if you wash it in cold water, you'll be good.
Okay.
So as far as events, what's the most ridiculous thing that's happened to you at them? Everyone's got their crazy festival stories. Come on.
The craziest thing that's happened recently was on day 2 of Izu. I got my first shoulder ride, and it was during the last 5 minutes of Tiesto's set, and it was amazing because Tiesto had like hour and a half or an hour and 45-minute set, and the last 30 minutes he played trance, just straight up trance.
Yes.
And it was amazing.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
I don't doubt. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and like the last 4 or 5 minutes, it was just fireworks going off, and I was just losing my mind. And it was just a very beautiful thing because my cousin actually gave me the shoulder ride, and he has been with me like to every festival this year. Well, in 2016, he was with me at every festival, and that
Mhm.
was the last festival that we were gonna have together before I moved. So like that was really important for me. But I would say the other crazy thing was the fact that I got featured on MTVNews.com.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know about that. Okay. So how'd that happen?
So it was day two of Ultra 2015, and me and my cousin, we were just walking around, just doing whatever, and I had my Chucky piece on,
Oh, that's cool.
and some girl came up to us and she went, "Hey, you want to be on MTV.com?" And I'm like, "What?" like because she didn't have like a big camera or anything, and I'm like, okay, well, even if it's fake, like I'll do it because whatever. So I got this picture
Yeah.
with me and my cousin, and we ended up on like the top 30 craziest costumes of Ultra. I think that was like number
Oh,
16.
wow.
Yeah, and you can also see Chucky on the Axel and Ingrosso live stream of Ultra Music Festival 2015. Like
Oh, nice.
you can see him in the air.
He's a popular guy.
Yeah, that's why I like making big pieces like this, because I treat them kind of like my own kind of totem, because I'll like have it in the
Mhm.
air, and then when cameras come by, I kind of flash it and you can see it. So
You also have your flag now, which is really awesome. I love that.
I love this flag too. It was kind of a impulse buy, but I definitely I'm looking forward to bringing it to Ultra in 2 months. Yeah.
So, as far as the interview portion, is there anything that I've missed that you want to talk about?
Not that I think of. No.
No,
No.
that's okay.
Okay.
So, I just want to thank you for being on the show today. It was really great having you. You're wonderful. For sure, check out the social media there.
Okay. Well, you can find me in a lot of places, but my biggest place is Instagram.com/dailycandy. And please subscribe to my channel, YouTube.com/dailycandytv. I only have 212 subscribers. So,
He puts out such good content, though. It is
yeah,
awesome. I watch his channel. You should too.
I try to put out content every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, if not 12, sometime on Wednesdays. But yeah, like I love making content for you guys, and I hope you guys are watching. Yep.
Okay, so if you guys liked this type of video, please give me feedback below because I know that it's something different. So if you have any ideas, if there's anybody you want to see on the show, let me know. Links to all the social media, mine and his, will be down below. So you can, follow, subscribe, all those good things. And this has been, the first segment of Kandi Corner, and I hope that we can continue this. So thank you, and I will see you guys later. Bye.